Welcome to the deep dive. Today, we're stepping away from the usual research papers a little bit.
Mm-hmm.
We're actually diving into a children's story today, Piper the Penguin's Polar Quest.
That's right. It's a really charming source, and we're using Piper, this very inquisitive penguin, and her questions as our guide.
Yeah, exploring the science behind some, everyday things you see at the pole.
Exactly. Things we might not even think to ask.
Like Piper wonders, why is snow cold? Seems obvious, maybe.
Or why don't penguins have eyebrows?
And the big one for the poles, where does the sun actually go in the winter?
Great questions. So let's start with that first one, the cold snow.
Okay, so Piper's quest kicks off at the Iceberg Library. Love that name.
Yeah. And she meets Wanda the walrus.
Right. And what does Wanda tell her about why snow is cold?
Well, Wanda breaks it down pretty simply. Snow is cold because, well, it's made of frozen water.
Okay.
Tiny little ice crystals. They form from water vapor, that's water, as a gas way up in the atmosphere in the clouds.
So they're forming up where it's already really cold.
Precisely. And these aren't just random bits. They often form these amazing hexagonal shapes, tiny frozen water droplets, basically.
Which leads to Piper's amazing description. Sky confetti made of shivers.
Yeah, that's a fantastic way to put it. Really captures the feeling.
It does. So, next question then. The eyebrows, or lack thereof.
Right. For this one, Piper pops into the blubber bakery.
Of course. And chats with the baker seal.
Mm-hmm. And the seal explains that penguins don't really need eyebrows. They've got something else going on.
Oh, like what?
They have these special glands right near their eyes.
Okay.
And these glands are super efficient at filtering out salt from the seawater they drink and swim in.
Ah, so they're dealing with the saltiness internally. Eyebrows wouldn't help with that.
Exactly. And eyebrows might even get in the way, get icy or block their vision when they're diving through snow or water.
That's amazing adaptation.
It really is. These glands actually release a really concentrated salt solution, usually out through their nose. It's quite the biological trick. Allows them to live in that salty environment.
So Piper sums it up as basically built-in goggles with attitude.
Huh. Yeah, that's about right. Built for purpose.
It really makes you think about how different animals evolve these, unique solutions for their environment.
Definitely. Okay, so the final mystery Piper cackles is a big one.
The disappearing sun in winter. She climbs Mount Midnight for this one.
Yep. And up there, she finds an Arctic fox who's got a telescope, apparently.
Handy.
And the fox explains that the sun doesn't actually, go anywhere. It doesn't leave.
So, what's the deal then?
It's all about how the Earth tilts. Our planet isn't straight up and down as it orbits the sun. It leans over a bit.
Right, that tilt, about 23.5 degrees.
Exactly that tilt. And because of that lean, as Earth travels around the sun, sometimes the North Pole is tilted toward the sun, and sometimes it's tilted away.
And when it's tilted away?
The sunlight doesn't reach the polar region directly or at all for a period. That's what causes the long polar night.
So the sun's still out there. It's just, we're tilted away from its direct light at the poles during winter.
You got it. It's not just the poles either. That tilt is responsible for all our seasons everywhere.
Piper's reaction is perfect. So the sun's just taking a break.
Yeah. It's a nice, simple way to grasp it, but it shows how this tilt has such a huge impact, especially near the top and bottom of the world.
Definitely gives you a new perspective on winter darkness.
And Piper's whole journey, really, it just underlines how important it is to ask questions, even seemingly simple ones.
Yeah, don't just accept things. Be curious.
Mm-hmm. Because even in a place that seems cold and maybe a bit empty, like the poles, there are these warm discoveries waiting, these fascinating explanations.
Absolutely. So let's just quickly recap what Piper learned.
Sure.
1, snow is cold because it's literally tiny bits of frozen water from the clouds.
2, penguins skip the eyebrows because they have amazing built-in salt filters for their eyes.
And 3, the sun doesn't vanish in winter. The Earth's tilt just means the poles are leaning away from its direct light for a while.
Great summary. And it all started with the curious penguin.
Which brings us to you, our listeners.
Yeah. Think about it. Like, Piper, what's something seemingly obvious, maybe something right around you that you're actually curious about? What's the why behind it?
Don't dismiss those simple questions. Maybe take a moment today. Look something up. Ask someone.
You might uncover something really interesting. Give it a shot.